So I wanted to present you with something that I thought would be helpful to everybody. It's my 4-step translation process. This will work virtually for every single solitary sentence. Number 1, find the verb. Find the verb in the sentence. Oftentimes in Latin, it's going to be the very last word in the sentence. That will be your verb. If it's the verb to be, it's probably going to be in the middle of a form of the verb to be. I am, he, she was, he is, those are going to be in the middle. Using the verb, find the subject. Sometimes the subject will not be expressed. For example, it will be a part of the verb, and therefore you will have to use a pronoun he, she, or it. Very often, though, it will be expressed, in which case you will replace the he, she, or it with the subject in the nominative case. Using the subject, the verb, find the direct object. Not all verbs are going to have a direct object. So this step you might have to miss, but in the large percentage of verbs, and I hate to put a number on it, they're going to have a direct object. Number 4, put all the rest of the words together. Generally, you only need to keep the same word order. Once you have your subject and once you have your verb, pull those out, either literally, if you're circle them and draw lines if you're using paper, or you put check marks over the words you've translated, and then go back to the beginning of the sentence and fill in the rest of the words. This will be very, very helpful. There is a shortcut to this process. I call it the first-last method. As I said, the verb is oftentimes at the end, and very often the subject is at the beginning. So if you get stuck, if you don't know what to do, try the first-last. That will get you your subject and your verb, and that will be your entire sentence. First, last. This is the shortcut. This is not a different method. This is a shortcut to the 4-step method I just described. Finally, a friendly tip. Write the subject and verb of every sentence. Write it down. Or if you're using the online form, write the subject and verb. That should be a neat little summary of your sentence. And then, as you translate the rest of the sentence, as you put in the rest of those words, you do not change that subject and verb. You're going to flesh it out, you're going to expand on the ideas expressed by that subject and verb, but don't change the subject and verb. Keep them in front of you the whole time you translate the rest of the sentence so that you don't lose sight of it. And again, either highlight if you're doing it online or use check marks as you go through. I think very often, because Latin doesn't have a word order, there's an impression that everything is all like the word jumble. And that's not the case. Very often the subject is first, verb is last, and then in English we can translate each word as it comes in order. And we'll have a perfectly fine sentence, but do not lose sight of your subject and verb. That's it. Good luck.